Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Pokemon Duel. Today we're answering a question which for me personally is a big question, and I can imagine for a lot of people it is for you as well. We've been through one of the biggest banners that we've had yet. It followed a period of a long time. You know, I held on to my single tickets for a month for this banner because we weren't getting any new figures. So I imagine there's a lot of people who have done that, held back their tickets. And by spending a lot of your single booster tickets, even if you didn't pull anybody good, we've all probably got a big amount of material. I'm sitting on 10,000, Kenny's on 18,000. Kenny, you're a hoarder. You're a material hoarder. Give some to me. Because it begs the question now, if we are going to spend it, you know, when do we spend it? Who do we spend it on? I've always said, you know, wait till the next banner for a long time. But now we're at it. Now we're at a banner where I think making purchases here can make a huge difference to your squad. And this, you know, let's get into it. So basically we're going to go through each of the Pokemon that are available to us, maybe putting some gameplay as well in of them from mine, and also playing against people. So first up, let's go in order from the bottom. Mega Gengar and Gengar. Just, you know, Gengar is a Pokemon that a lot of people love, and like Dragonite was the same. You know, it's the Pokemon where, you know, this guy needs to be strong. Dragonite kind of tanked. He definitely flopped because he wasn't like OP. Gengar and Mega Gengar have massively changed the game up. In the top ranks, I've pretty much faced most decks have a Gengar in, and they do the trick of Gengarite, move to 3 MP, and then destroy you just in a very quick win. So you've got to watch out for that. So here's some footage of Gengar and Gengarite doing what I'm talking about. So I've read what they can do, and so I feel like I'm prepared for it. But then I'm not, because all of a sudden I've got two people in a position which puts you, when you've got two 2MP Pokemon sitting like this, you are very vulnerable to the rush. All of a sudden he switches it up, changes to Gengar, Mega Gengar, and I'm in a really difficult position here because I can't block him, I can't cover my entry point, which is what I should have done and have started doing now with Zapdos. I am forced to use the double chance, and it pulls off because Zapdos is insanely reliable. I actually put the used X attack instead of double chance wrongly, thinking that I'd reach 144 and beat his main attack, but luckily I hit my yellow, hit Toxic, so I was very fortunate there, and really he should have clutched the game. The odds were massively in his favour, so you've got to watch out for that. But this makes Gengar and Mega Gengar probably one of the best figures in the game right now. And if you were gonna purchase them, you purchase them. You know, I am sitting on enough material, and I think I'm gonna go with them. I'm tempted to do another deck couple, see if I can pull one of them before going into it. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that. Let me know, guys. Should I use? I think I'm going to use one deck couple, but do I go for the deck couple, or do I go for what, 1, 2, 3, maybe 3, 4 quads? I need to buy Gengarite and Blastoise. So they are definitely huge figures, and I think if you have got one of them, definitely buy the other. They're getting quick wins. If we've got gyms coming up that is going to absolutely dominate in, get this guy. Contagious Terror isn't a great move. You know, the battle moment and succession of Pokemon gain weight could, you know, pull off at the right time, and it could be effective. But it's a bit of a vulnerability because Zapdos, you know, my Zapdos is loving Gengar because he's got him covered all over the shop, apart from the MP moves. You've got to look out for that Poison, Noxious, Sleeping, Night Stalker special ability that will, you know, as soon as he moves over you, he will faint. You will faint. That can be really dangerous potentially in poison decks, and any sleeping decks, you know, with a Malamar or a Grass Whistle on your Leafeon. It's just got so versatile, and he is definitely the best. Next up, we've got Mega Blastoise, which I haven't actually got any footage of. This guy is amazing. Turtle Missile is such a good ability. I think it will really make, you know, in water decks, you gotta have this guy, and he's gonna wreck decks quick. You know, if you get the evolve from War Turtle in where you've got the uncommon tournaments where you can evolve into Blastoise and turn Mega Blastoise, you'll get 3 spins on Turtle Missile on your opponents. So I was wrong when I stated it in the update. It is Turtle Missile affects the evolution side of things is what you how many you evolve, how many times your Blastoise has evolved. So if you went from Squirtle into War Turtle into Blastoise into Mega Blastoise, you get 4 spins. You can knock out potentially 4 Pokemon. Be careful though. Some decks that you're playing against don't have many white discs. White discs. So that's Mega Blastoise. I definitely, you know, think it coming up in tournaments where we might have water effects, he's gonna be really good. At the moment, I just think Gengar's getting the push. The next one is obviously the Mega Venusaur. Venusaur is a good Pokemon on its own, but it just needs the speed booster to take it to 2 MP. I feel when you get that evolve from Ivysaur to Venusaur, that would make him, put him in the leagues of, you know, Charizard in terms of that he's got the speed booster. Just, yeah, it needs it, you know. This Pokemon that can MP move over poison and noxious Pokemon, see that 2 MP isn't going to be enough, I don't think, to, you know, if we get the grass plus 1 MP, this is where he could be dangerous. But at the moment, you know, moving 2, you're only going to knock 1 person, be able to move over 1 person, so people can block against that. This Pokemon moved over the game 5 weight, so, you know, like I say, in that, if he gets to 3 MP in a gym, he's going to be killer. Your grass and poison types deal 10 damage. So he's so good in potentially in if you have a poison deck, and his Solar Beam obviously is going to dominate. Venom Whip, you know, making people noxious, and you got a choice within 2 steps. He's good, but just in comparison, he just doesn't have that killer move. You know, Mega Gengar is backed up with. Obviously, they all seem to have quite weak purple attacks. Not amazing purple attacks. Those who do. Abyssal Grip's just a nice cover, but not. You know, I can see people taking him out with X attacks, and just, you know, Zapdos is going covered. So Venusaur, you know, if you are running a poison deck, he's definitely an option. In grass gyms, you're gonna need Mega Venusaur. He's gonna totally change the game up for grass gyms because he's 3 MP, insane. So, out of those guys, obviously the best person to buy is Mega Gengar and Gengar, if you're gonna go for that. Now, this little gem is amazing. I pulled him at my last booster, and we've probably, a lot of you have seen the videos, but here's me in action. I had to play a lot of people to finally get a Deoxys deck, but it was like a semi-Deoxys deck. It would have been so much sweeter if this was a full Deoxys deck, but I was like going again and again trying to find it. So at 5 minutes, I attack a Deoxys attack. Now, because it's an energy move ability, Malamar's ability kicks in here, and he loses control. You get to choose who you play against. So obviously, I choose Deoxys Speed Form for this. He has that yellow disc, but, you know, great chance, and pow! Deoxys are all the same species, therefore you make them all sleep, which is amazing. You know, I actually went on to lose this match because I wasn't really focusing because I was looking after my son, but this is such a good Deoxys killer. You know, Deoxys deck, they are destroyed. You cannot run a full Deoxys deck if you have a Malamar, because the risk is that you're going to have everybody put to sleep. Even in decks like this, though, with 2, it's still a vulnerability. Having 4 people on the deck just all go to sleep. Look at this Muse chasing, trying to wake them up, and in that time, potentially, you can just get such an advantage. I just used it early on because I wanted to show it off, and it meant that, you know, he had 6 people on the board. At 4 people on the board, it's going to be a lot more difficult to deal with the, you know, or 3 people falling asleep, 2 people falling asleep. It's a huge ability. And also, you know, Malamar works against fly away. I had a game where somebody hit fly against me, and I was like, oh no, he's gonna win. And I was like, nope, that's a move ability. So I managed to move him, threw him into a surround. You think about like shuttle flips, his stealth hits. This is such a good ability, such a unique ability, and so fun to play with. So if you're considering buying an EX that just wants to kill Deoxys figures, boom, Malamar is your man. And he's backed up by, I actually really like, you know, Mass Hypnosis, even if you're not playing multiple species, that is still good. And if you, that is backed up by like a Grovyle type attack in terms of hitting 70 and 50 if you hit it twice with that second turn. So he's backed up with a potentially strong, I like the move where you get that, you know, like your Leaf Blades, because you can take out Muse every now and then. Obviously that purple disc is a big vulnerability, so I would not advise doing that. But definitely for like, you know, it's just a nice potential 120, 121. I actually put a cube into him just so he could match any 121 attacks. Awesome with that. I didn't pull off here, but actually with that, loving X speed. You get X speed play as well. It's amazing. Turning your white attacks into yellow. I could have stolen the match there, but like I say, I didn't go on to win it. So that is everybody on the EX front we talked about, and then there's just two little hidden gems of Sableye and Spiritomb in the rare department. So this is me trying to use Sableye. Sorry, not Sableye. I was against Sableye. This guy had 2. Sableye puts -1 on all your opponent's figures. It's really, really tough to play against, because when you're playing matches where everyone's, you know, on like 101, and then all of a sudden you get down to 100, you can get beat by a lot of people. Here I have Spiritomb in my deck, and I have Pokemon Switch. Best way probably to pull him on. You might have him with figures like Kirlia, who potentially could pull him on. But besides Pokemon Switch is going to be the easiest. So at this point, I switch my Spiritomb with my Sceptile, and that gives me the ability to use Grudge Stone. So I make Evil Tall spin. He hits white. That means I've attached a curse marker. Now with that curse marker, it means that I can knock him out and he'll be excluded from the duel. So potential counters to that is obviously you scoop up your own Pokemon Switch, but there's a big problem with Spiritomb, and I just don't know why this guy isn't 1 MP at least. He's 0 MP. Once you have him, he's stuck. He cannot move from that location unless he's moved by attacks, unless he is moved by I mean, maybe you could use counter attack if you got your places blocked and move in 1 space. I don't know why you'd ever want to do that, but you could put him on your goal. That may be a position, because obviously people are then going to have to attack him at some point. You could then attack a second curse marker, as he has that ability, and he's not got too bad a will piece. You know, Shadow Sneak is a nice yellow, Destiny Bond, and the curse marker. But the problem is, if he goes off and you don't have Psycho Switch, Pokemon Switch, you cannot bring this guy back on. You can't bring him on, and that's a big liability. Too big a liability for me. He's a fun character to play with, so by all means, you know, play away with him, have a go with him. It's so fun excluding people with that Pokemon Switch, and if you do 2, you know, you could potentially do it twice. But finally, I think we just need to pay attention to Sableye in this move. Sableye is so, you know, he's like your Joltik, but he's covered with a yellow disc, and that's a massive thing. You know, 70, a really good reasonable attack for yellow disc, and he's backed up by 2 purples, which, you know, account for equal size, and they just do they you know, you got Confuse Ray, which is one of my favorite, you know, moves, and it's 3 stars. It's great. Next up though, you also have Will-O-Wisp, which is a good cover. The only problem with using Sableye is that if you're using him in an attacking position, which you can do, because, you know, he's not like Joltik. In Joltik you have to like hold him back, and keep him safe, you can actually go out with this guy and take people out. Just use him as a holding Pokemon in the middle field. But one of his biggest problems is that if you are using an attacking form, it's hard to knock people out. So Sableye does have a great yellow attack, but the problem is if you don't hit it, you're then stuck with those purple moves, and you can get stuck hitting those purple moves. I've faced people with them and they trying to make an advance, but they just keep hitting it. So he pushes on me, and later on he gets into a good attacking position, but he gets a little bit unlucky and doesn't get the kill. Malamar's got fairly good odds against him. When we have the X speed on Typhoon, with the going for the Typhoon Slash, you know, I've got the cover of the purple disc. I think I sadly hit it on the 40 here. Yeah, don't get it on the 102. But I actually pull off the Grass Knot, and that's Yveltal excluded from the game. So that's some Spiritomb action. That's where he is. He's really fun to play with. This guy actually forfeits. He's like, no, I'm done. I'm not playing anymore. I got rid of a lot of his characters, but that's a pretty nice win. You would get frustrated if you lost a figure by Spiritomb. So he's a really fun figure to use, and I definitely recommend him just playing around with him and seeing if you can make anything work with him. That Zero is such a big liability. So that's everybody, and then it just comes to buying Mega Gengar and Gengar. Do you do it? If you've got one of them, definitely. I am sitting on this, and I know when it comes to the gym and they get the buffs, I'm gonna buy them. But like I say, I'm hoping to get them in a potential booster. We do actually have a cheeky little booster opening. Let's have a little small booster opening. So as I bought the extra gems, I thought I'd buy them before the offer runs out. I get my fulfillment bonus, a nice EXQ, which is huge, rare EX metal, and the loyalty booster ticket. So we've got a one. I actually finally, for a long time, using the wheel, I have hit nothing but rubbish. I keep getting the cubes and then the uncommon cube, and then when you get the 4 gold cubes, it just takes up space. I don't want gold. I want coins. Right, so let's go to the shop. We have a single booster opening, which I got from that wheel today, and we have the loyalty booster. So give me Mega Gengar or Gengar, Mega Gengar preferably. Give me some luck. I did get some good pulls. Yeah, I got a UX, 2 UX Blastoise. I fused them today. Right, come on, give me some gold. Give me some gold. That looks blue. That doesn't look gold. That's blue. That's blue. Sorry guys, it's Bulbasaur. Sorry guys, that was terrible. Then we have the exclusive loyalty, 50% chance. I've hit a Giratina. Wait, can you? I don't think Mega Gengar's in this. Oh, he is. Boom. Right, we have a 50% chance of getting an EX UX figure. There's so many potential EX figures though. Come on, let's at least get that 50%. We've had a rare, then we've had an EX Giratina, so 50-50. Right, we got gold. We got gold turning into, that's a rare. That's a rare if I ever saw it. I come busking. Shame. Oh well. Means I'm gonna have to buy Mega Gengar. Look out for future videos. Oh, that's 100 material. Look out for future videos. I'm hopefully probably gonna. I just can't. It's hard to let go of that much material for 2 figures, but I'm probably gonna do it. So look out for future videos of gameplay on that. Just be wary of those guys. But all in all, if you're gonna spend your material, spend it now. You can get such a good advantage at the start of. Do you know what? Do you know what? What am I doing? Right, I'm gonna open 110 deck, and then I'm gonna buy Mega Gengar and Gengar. Final one of this banner. Let's do this. Come on, Gengar, Mega Gengar. Be those EX figures that I get. Save me 10,000 material. Just imagine if I got both. It would be a dream. Right, starting off, we're going with some blue. Not changing. Some boring blue. We got a Vapor. Oh, a blue turning into a cheeky little rare. I'll take that. Right, we got another blue. Turning gold, turning gold, turning gold. Rare. Okay, we got Ghastly. 2 rares. We're starting off with 2 rares. Next up, we have a Haunter. Okay, so we got Haunter. Maybe that's a little teaser. A little teaser into what we're getting. Phantom. Love a Phantom, but I want to see some gold. I want to see some gold, guys. I think that's us at 5. Pancham. A lot of uncommons in here. Come on, give us some gold. Some gold. Just a little bit of gold. This is not looking good, guys. Remember, we've got that guaranteed EX though. Guaranteed EX is coming. Yeah, we're just getting a lot of rubbish. 3 left, is it? I don't know. Right, here we go. Here we go. Come on, shine that right. We've got some rainbow. We've got some rainbow. Okay, boom! Seismitoad. Yes! That's really good because I've wanted Seismitoad. He's going to be awesome in poison decks. Yeah, that's a nice. If I'm going to pull an EX that is not Gengar, I think that'd be pretty nice. That saved me some material for potential poison decks in the future. Maybe we'll get lucky. I think I've only got 1 more after this. We've got Haunter. This might be the last one. What are we going with? Right, we've got 1 more. Come on. Come on. Let's do this. Oh, we've got blue. It's staying blue. It's not turning. It's not turning. That's it. Pancham. Pancham. Seismitoad. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's good. So then we can go to the shop. So all in all, if you have got a lot of material, do what I'm about to do now. Gengar. Bought. Yeah. Take him. Take it. Take it. Come on. Take it off me. Next up. Goodness, such a cool figure. I had to buy him. He's too cool. And Mega Gengar. Too cool. Remember, I've got that poison as well. Poison ability with combination with my Seismitoad. That actually works really nice. I'm really happy about that Seismitoad drop. And that's it. If you have material, that's what you got to do. Buy Mega Gengar, buy Gengar, and start using them in your squad and get some Gengarite. Make sure I'm gonna have to apply some Blastoise and Gengarite. And that's it. These 2. Expensive semi too. You should make it so you can pull these, you know. I think it'll be a lot fairer. But that's it. Get those purchased. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Hopefully you enjoyed my review of the new figures, and hopefully it's helped you maybe with the dilemma. That is such a dilemma. It's hard to let go of those materials knowing that there could be figures in the future. But they're going to help you in the now to get through the league rankings really well. In the next gym, they're going to be massive. Those purchases that I've just made. Oh my god! I just purchased another Blastoise side. Okay, that's all from me. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have, hit that like button. See you soon.